If you're watching this, you're probably interested in how to get into Peridot mining. A method for my tests can make upwards of 50 million coins per hour. This video will be broken up into 4 parts: the pros and cons of Peridot mining, the gear required, the heart of the mountain tree, and ways to improve your rates. For pros, there are 2 major reasons to do Peridot mining. Peridot mining currently makes some of the most profit out of any gemstone, being only outmatched by Magma Field's Jasper. Without a Fiesta, Peridot mining can make upwards of 50 million coins per hour, which in theory has Peridot mining making upwards of 100 million coins per hour during a Fiesta. The best part of Peridot mining is that it does not require any setup to do, unlike the other Crystal Hollow methods. However, there are some issues with Peridot mining. Peridot mining has a huge cost to get into, with at minimum requiring 2 billion coins, or for a good setup, needing 4 billion coins. However, you can still sell your gear when you're done to recoup this cost, as long as you haven't soulbound something like a Divan's drill. Damn it. You will also want Heart of the Mountain 10 and Peak of the Mountain 10, as well as at least 4 million Mithril Powder, 13 million Gemstone Powder, and 9 million Glacite Powder. The other 2 big issues with Peridot mining is its reliance on the market and competition from other players. Currently, flawless Peridots are settled around 5.6 million, and competition hasn't been terrible, but all of this is always subject to change. The gear. For drills, at minimum, you want an X655 titanium drill, but personally I recommend going for the Divan's drill. On this drill you want a blue cheese omelet, any fuel tank, and a drill engine that you can afford, though getting the Amber Polished drill engine and at least the gemstone fuel tank is ideal. Don't forget to max your enchantments and add perfect gemstones for gemstone mining. For armor, all you need is Jaded Divan's armor with perfect gemstones and a recombobulator. While you can get Ice Cold 5 on all your pieces, its effect will be very minimal on your rates. For equipment, you want a Rift Necklace, Ancient Cloak, any Mythic Belt, and most importantly, Dwarven Handwarmers. Make sure all your gear is recombobulated and it's glistening. If you're incredibly rich, you can also get a Divan's Pendant, but it costs so much for such a minimal stat increase to where I would not recommend getting it. To maximize your rates, you also need 2 different pets, the most important being an epic or legendary Scatha pet with a Quick Claw. This pet gives the most mining fortune in the Glacite tunnels and will set you back nearly 400 million coins. If a budget option is needed, you can get either a mole or a bee pet with a bejeweled collar. In addition, you will want a legendary Glacite Golem with a Quick Claw. This is due to the pet's natural cold resistance, Iceborne perk, and Frozen Perfection perk. Iceborne gives the Golem nearly equivalent mining fortune in mineshafts to a Scatha. Meanwhile, Frozen Perfection can grant anywhere from 0 to 3 pristine, which can lead to an 18% increase of your rates while mineshafts. Finally, for consumables, you only need one thing: the Cold Resistance 4 potion, which is unlocked at Glacite Collection 2 and only requires Netherwort, Enchanted Glacite, a Glowstone block, and to make the duration longer, having an Enchanted Redstone block, and Alchemy 50 can make the potion last as long as 90 minutes. A Parrot Pet can also increase the duration of the potion, but having a Parrot Pet would not having this pet does not make an effect on your rates. In addition, you can also have an Ascension Rope if you want additional Glacite Powder from Mineshafts. The Heart of the Mountain Tree. For initial requirements, you need about 4 million Mithril Powder, 13 million Gemstone Powder, and 9 million Glacite Powder. However, to maximize these rates, you will want upwards of 15 million Gemstone and 11.4 million Glacite Powder, as well as 6 million Mithril Powder. For the Heart of the Mountain Tree, you will want this tree. This tree uses precision mining to decrease the number of ticks it requires to break each block by up to 4 ticks, but requires a lot more effort to maximize this rate. Okay. If you want, you can unlock Sky Mall instead of precision mining for the potential of mining speed, mining fortune, and reduction of ability cooldowns. For the rest of the tree, from bottom to top, you want to max out these perks: mining speed, mining fortune, fortunate, professional, mining speed 2, mining fortune 2, warm-hearted, surveyor, eager adventurer, and rags to riches. If you have more powder, you can also max out quick forge, front-loaded, mole, lonesome miner, no stone unturned, and gift from the departed. If you have efficient miner unlocked, make sure you disable it. The method. The idea behind Peridot mining is using this area to the right to have a close to continuous cycle of Peridot to mine. There are 2 other areas you can use if you find yourself running out of blocks to mine, though are generally inefficient to reach, and it's just better to lobby switch. Otherwise, once you go through the full trail of gemstones, warp back to base, and repeat. When mining, you want to utilize both your mining speed boost and gemstone infusion. I recommend having coal weight to help juggle both of them at the same time. From my experience, using gemstone infusion while using mining speed boost is inefficient, and instead it's just best to use them separately. Ether warp is difficult to use due to the many snow layers being unselectable for ether warp, but there are portions of the map that you can warp to. Whenever a mineshaft spawns, take note of your cooldowns for your abilities, as sometimes you can optimize a bit of extra time, as mineshafts take 30 seconds to close. For mining, you want these pet rules. When entering a mineshaft, summon your Glacite Golem. When entering Dwarven mines, summon your Scatha pet. When entering a mineshaft, there are 3 different possibilities. The mineshaft has a useless ore / gemstone like mithril, tungsten, or topaz. And in cases of these, leave as soon as possible. Sometimes your mineshaft might have a more suboptimal gemstone, like aquamarine or onyx. You can stay until your abilities are used, but then you should probably leave. Finally, if your gemstone is Peridot or Jasper, stay in the mineshaft as long as possible, as the buffs from your Heart of the Mountain tree, in addition to the Glacite Golem, makes a huge impact of your rates while in the mineshaft. As Glacite Golem requires corpses to increase its pristine, both tungsten and umber corpses generally lose an average of 500,000 coins to 1 million coins per corpse unlocked. So open those at your own risk. With all of this, you should be able to reach rates of anywhere between 40 to 1 million coins an hour. Thank you so much for watching, and good luck with your mining.